Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to PTA Sports Live. I am here with my homie Kush from the Hub. Say what's up to the people, Kush.
What's up, everybody? What's happening, Giants fans, Hub watchers, PTA watchers,
Yeah.
the YouTube subscribers. I know a couple of y'all have to be his Twitter followers because PTA on Twitter is like probably the best Giants YouTuber on Twitter with his Twitter presence, and I'm surprised that this man isn't taking advantage of that more because he does have quite a bit of Twitter following. But what's up, everybody? Welcome into the stream, man.
Wait a minute. How am I not taking advantage of the other Twitters?
Hey,
Teach
man,
me something.
all I'm saying is I thought you would have been a bit more active considering how many followers you got.
I mean, I am active. I'm active as hell on there. I talk a lot about the Giants. I argue with people all the time. I don't know what else there is to do on Twitch. On Twitter, as opposed to arguing with fans that are pissed off about the Giants.
Speaking of which, if y'all don't go over and follow this man on Twitch now, because he's now a Twitch affiliate.
I am a Twitch affiliate. I guess I met the requirements that Twitch dictates for you to be monetized. It's a big deal, but it's kind of not a big deal. However, since you guys are Giants fans, if you want to come watch a Giant team be built, that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm in 2 different connected franchise leagues. I'm using the Giants on both of those leagues, and those leagues are going to kind of span over the course of 5 or 6 years within Madden. Not 5 or 6 years in real life, but 5 or 6 years within Madden. So there's going to be off-season, draft, free agency, trades, the whole 9 yards. So, hey, listen, this is an opportunity to see the Giants win sometimes because I do win sometimes.
It's funny you mentioned that because that's what my Madden streams are, basically CFM. But my last one was so much like the Giants in real life that I nearly quit, bro. It was I was playing against the Bears, I think. I was up 17-0 in the first half. Tell me why in the fourth quarter the Bears come back. The score is 24-27 in the Bears' favor. I drive us down the field. We're at the 5-yard line, and I throw a pick six. And I'm just so it's actually realistic. I see you, Madden.
It's realistic.
It's actually realistic.
It's realistic.
It is a simulation game.
All right, real quick, let's give some shout out to the folks that are up in here. Ligma 2020, what's going on with you, bro? Afghanistan, how you doing, man? You up in here? Joe Yadow is up in here. Gucci Moochie is up in here. Nerd Now Sports is in the building. Jay Berman is all up in here. Water King Anonymous, who said he wanted to make a quick disclaimer. Bam! Breaking news. The Hub officially retired gaming streams and left us to go back to Giants.
Yeah, Water King Anonymous was in that Madden stream. It was sad. It was
like, screw it, I'm done. I don't even care. D Rose is in the building. Okay, there is a user in here.
I see the name.
Username. Cack and Baz, okay? I'm never going to click on anything you say.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm scared of.
I'm scared of his profile picture.
I'm scared of. Oh, see, yeah, I had to kind of lean in. I am not showing that on my page.
I can't tell what it is, and I don't want to lead in.
I can totally tell what it is. I can totally tell what it is.
PTA took a hit for us there by leaning in. I don't know why he did it.
And listen, because I'm a glutton for punishment, man. All right, I listen. It is what it is. Brandon Hernandez is in the building. Nathan Poland is in the building. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for popping in and hanging out with us. Hey, listen, y'all. This stream really is just us hanging out. There's a little bit to talk about in regards to the Giants, right? But there's not a lot to talk about, and I owe all of my subscribers a bit of an explanation. Okay, so let's start with that. Okay. I owe y'all a bit of an explanation because I constantly say, hey, I got this video coming out. Hey, I got that video coming out. And then the video don't drop, okay? Check it out, y'all. I continuously talk about this big life-altering change that's going to be happening for me within the next 12 to 14 months, right? And I can't tell y'all what that big life-altering change is going to be because then I would reveal some things about my personal life that I can't necessarily. I'm not allowed to talk about right now, okay? That's just what it is, okay? Because it affects my money. But because of this big life-altering change that's getting ready to happen to me within the next 12 to 14 months, I have to prepare for this next life-altering change that's going to happen in the next 12 to 14 months. which is the reason why I have a full-time job. I jump up in here on YouTube and I pop out videos when I can. I'm a full-time college student. Like when I say I'm a full-time college student, I have a full-time load of college schoolwork to do. I'm an old-ass man and I'm in college, okay? On top of the fact that I'm this newly found Twitch streamer, you know, I was blessed enough to become an affiliate, and I have a family, okay? I got a family that I got to take care of. And some things are going to have to give right now, okay? That's just the reality of it, that some things are going to have to give in my life so that, you know, in the future, I can do this more often, okay? So because of that, right, there are going to be times where there's not going to be a video from me, okay? I'm going to try to always give you guys a live stream. I'm going to try to always give you guys a reaction video to the games. I'm going to try to always give you guys some content, okay? But I can't go ham on content right now on YouTube. I just can't, okay? The juice is not worth the squeeze. I fully understand that me providing content helps my channel grow, and by not doing all the content, it means my channel does not grow as fast. I don't care, okay? I don't do YouTube to make money. I do YouTube to get my thoughts out there as a way to have therapy as a Giants fan and a way to have therapy as a football coach when I'm watching bad executed football, okay? You guys should know this by now, that I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the community. I'm in this for the love of the team. I'm in this for the love of y'all, because we all family, and I always say that about y'all. So I don't care about, but PTA, your channel's not going to grow as fast. You're not going to be able to get monetized and make money on YouTube. I don't care. Straight up. I don't care. This is not my primary means of revenue, okay? My Twitch channel, none of the money that I make on my Twitch channel goes in my pocket, okay? It goes into my Madden CFM league that I help run. It goes into making this whole setup better for you guys in the future, so I can give you better content when it's time for me to like really jump into this content, okay? So I'm gonna need all y'all to bear with me, okay? The channel's gonna go slow, all right? Sometimes you're gonna get a lot of content, sometimes you're not gonna get a lot of content. It just depends on what's happening in my real life, because my real life is more important than my PTA sports life right now, okay? So bear with me. Don't dip. Don't unsubscribe. Don't unfollow me on Twitter. Hang out, because we always going to get together. That's just what it is, guys, okay? Until this becomes a main source of revenue, and I don't give a shit when that happens, this cannot be the absolute priority in my life. But I am not going anywhere. I'm going to still pop up on here once a week and give you guys my thoughts. Cool? Cool. We can move on, and now we can talk about these bum-ass Giants. All right. So, I guess I'll use this live stream to kind of touch a little bit on the Eagles game. Those of y'all who saw my initial reaction video, it was the shortest video I've ever done on YouTube.
25 seconds, I think.
Because I only needed to get one thought out there. Trade Evan Ingram. I still feel that way about Evan Ingram. I still feel like we need to get rid of this guy, get this guy off this team, okay? Let him go somewhere else where he can prosper, because he can't prosper here. And maybe, you know what, last night I popped in on Cush's live stream, and we briefly talked about Evan Ingram, and Cush brought up a little conspiracy theory, okay?
Did it stick in your head or something?
Say again?
Did it stick into your mind or something?
It didn't stick into my mind, but I remember that you said it, so I'm going to go ahead and let you throw out that conspiracy theory on my channel. Go ahead. What was your conspiracy theory about Evan Ingram?
My conspiracy theory, and big emphasis on the word conspiracy, is that Evan Ingram wants out of New York, so he dropped the ball on purpose. I mean, unless the dude is honestly some trash, like straight up, like some straight hot garbage at catching a football, I see no other way you drop that ball. That's just me.
So here's why I don't buy into the conspiracy. Because Evan Ingram is trash. Evan Ingram is hot garbage. Evan Ingram is a BUM, MMM, MMM bum, okay? He is terrible. He is terrible. This is like here's the thing. If Evan Ingram was like catching everything thrown his way and then suddenly he's not catching anymore because the Giants are bad, that'd be one thing. But Evan Ingram been dropping balls since he showed up in East Rutherford. So I just think that he's trash. I just think he's
I feel like
bad.
it's been since his sophomore year. I feel like his rookie year he was pretty consistent, even though he got injured his rookie year.
He was okay. Yeah, he was okay. But nah, man, he's trash. The problem is that he doesn't have potential. He just has athleticism. Bad Dog talked about this on his channel where he said he doesn't think that Evan Ingram has potential anymore. He just has athleticism, and athleticism doesn't get the job done. And I 100% agree. I personally don't want this dude on his team anymore. It's unfortunate that the coaching staff is coming out and saying we believe in Evan Ingram, we have faith in Evan Ingram. I don't. And I really don't want this team to take up the 5th-year option, because then we got to pay Evan Ingram like he's a top 5 player.
Pest, we already took the 5th-year option back in the summer.
Did we take the 5th-year option already?
We took his.
I don't remember.
We took his and Jabril Peppers' 5th-year option back in the summer.
Oh shit! Well, then never mind.
Here's my thing, right? And I don't want it to get misconstrued because I said it was a conspiracy or anything. I've wanted Evan Ingram gone longer. I don't know if it's longer than you, but longer than most people, because I have a rule with players, the 3-year rule. I feel like after the 3rd year in the NFL, what they are is what they're going to be for the rest of their career, 99% of the time. That's the way I look at players. Your rookie year, honestly, throw that out the window. Anything could happen. Your sophomore year, teams get adjusted to you. Sometimes players do adjust. Sometimes they have a sophomore slump. It's their 3rd year where they finalize, in my opinion, who they are for like the majority of their career. And entering this year, we saw Evan Ingram's 3rd year in 2019, which is why entering this year, I wanted him gone. I did not want him on the team. I was going to be fully confident in Caden Smith, the duo of Caden Smith and Levine Toilolo, and we still kept him, and we put the 5th year on him, which, like I said, we already have the 5th year option on Evan Ingram, which is why trading him is such a big topic right now, because if we didn't have a 5th year option on Ingram, nobody's trading for him. It's the same situation as we talked a little bit off the stream, and we'll get into it eventually, I think, with Kenny Golladay. It's like a contract year. There's no use in trading him if you don't already have him on a little bit of another year contract, so a team could feel confident in keeping him around.
Right. No, okay. See, I had forgot that we had took up his 5th year option. Listen, I personally don't think that Evan Ingram is. I don't think Evan Ingram is who we thought he would be, or at least who Jerry Reese thought he would be. And we talked about this a little bit last night. I mentioned we had to purge the ghost of Jerry Reese, because Jerry Reese's draft picks are just ass. Look around the league. Look and see how many of Jerry Reese's draft picks are in the league right now. They're not. Okay, a handful of them. The fact of the matter, Gucci Moochie is going off in the comment section. Gucci Moochie, my man, Gucci, you are an angry gentleman tonight, Gucci Moochie. You are super mad. Did you forget the rule in PTA Sports Universe that you have 24 hours to be mad and you can't be mad anymore?
I think he is following that rule, because he's like, just shut up and watch the next game. What's the difference between 2 and 6? I mean, 2 and 5 and 1 and 6. So he's angry, but he's not angry about that game anymore. He's just angry about other people being angry at that game.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know what, and I get it, right? Because I'm not angry about the game anymore, right? I've been angry about Evan Ingram for weeks. Okay, like this ain't about the game. This is about our roster, because the roster is a living, breathing entity. The roster is always going to be fluid. People are going to come and go. People are going to get traded. People are going to be brought in via trade. Like, this is what's going to happen. So we can be angry about the roster the entire year if you want to. I forgot to throw that out there. We can be angry about the roster all year long because we got to deal with it. The Eagles game, it's whatever. I am, because, boom, I'm going to put this up here. I'm angry because these motherfuckers, I can curse because I'm not monetized, still sulking like it's 10 minutes after the Eagles game. That was week 7, now it's week 8. Why are we still talking about Evan Ingram? Well, I just said why. Because Evan Ingram is on the roster, and the roster is a living, breathing entity, and we have to deal with this roster for the remainder of the season. This isn't about the game. This is about who's good and who's bad. This is about us determining who's the future of this team and who don't need to be here anymore. Like, that's what I've been doing this entire year, Gucci Moochie. I haven't been concerned with the game per se and the results of the game per se, because I came into this saying we was going to be bad. I said that from the jump.
Record prediction for me was 6-10, 7-9 at best.
Yo, I came in this saying we were going to be bad. And I said what you need to be paying attention to is who is the future of this team? Who needs to be on this team next year and years following? Okay? And in my opinion, Evan Ingram don't need to be on this team. You trade Evan Ingram. Guess what? One player doesn't make or break our team. Okay, Evan, drop it. Where was the defense afterwards? Good question.
That's a good question, but I will say I don't think either of us are arguing that trading Evan is all of a sudden gonna fix the team. We're not arguing that either.
Oh no, trading Evan Ingram doesn't make the Giants good. Okay, trading Evan Ingram makes the Giants a little bit worse. I'm not even gonna lie; it makes us a little bit worse. Okay, because we get rid of that threat that Evan Ingram is supposed to have. Okay, quotation fingers, supposed to have. We get rid of that threat, and it doesn't make the Giants any better. Okay, but the fact of the matter is the Giants ain't getting no better no way, y'all. Like they're not. I'm not sitting here talking about the draft. I'm not sitting here talking about free agency. I am specifically talking about our current roster. Who needs to be here? Okay, there's a lot of players on defense that don't need to be here next year. Believe you me when I tell you, there's some players here on defense that I'm like, get this dude out of here. Isaac Gadam, get this dude out of here.
We wasted. I know it was just a 7th round, but we did waste a 7th round pick on him.
Get this dude out of here. He's a bum. Ballantyne, I love Ballantyne's story. I want Ballantyne to be successful, but not here. Get this dude out of here. Ballantyne is a liability as well. Who was old boy? I don't even remember his name because I don't got my notes in front of me. Because I didn't even really come on here to give no kind of breakdowns. I just came on here to talk to my family. But old boy that got beat on the play that essentially gave the Eagles the game. Who was that?
You're talking Jabril Peppers?
No, not Jabril Peppers.
I was about to say
Jabril Peppers got beat. Jabril Peppers
got beat on the final play of the game.
On the final play of the game, but I'm talking about the deep pass on the right where old boy was staring in the backfield, got burnt deep. That got the Eagles in. Right? Was that Ryan Lewis?
Was it Ryan Lewis?
I don't think that was Ryan Lewis.
Let's say even if it was Ryan Lewis, even if it was, I don't think Ryan Lewis is going to be back here no matter what because he was picked off of waivers. So yeah,
he's not going to be back. He's not going to be back. Punch him in the nose for 60 minutes. Hey, Bradley, I wish we was punching people in the nose for 60 minutes.
I mean, we did do that like last game. If there is a takeaway,
I mean, listen, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I still see a bright future for this team. Okay? Now, it's all going to depend on what the front office does because we don't know if our general manager is going to be here next year. My money is on the fact that he's not going to be here next year. That's where I'm putting my money at, is that he's not going to be here. Okay? I'm just being honest. Mm-hmm. My money is on him not being here. So who's the next person that's coming in? Madre Harper. That's get his ass out of here. Madre, thank you very much, Gucci Moochie. Get Madre Harper out of here.
I don't know why he's on the field. I don't even know why he's on the field.
That's who I was specifically thinking about was Madre Harper.
And get him out of here. Tell me why we had Tell me why we have Nate Ebner out on the field for more defensive plays. He was brought in here to be a special teamer. And Nate Ebner went on the defense is straight trash. He got burnt a couple of times. He got fooled out a couple of times.
No idea why he's on the field.
He's read plays correctly and then executed incorrectly a lot of times. He's there for special teams. I don't know why he's out on the field like that.
Let me recant that. Because that what I just said is not true. I said I have no idea why he's on the field. I need to recant that. Because I have a conspiracy theory. I got a conspiracy theory. This coaching staff is using this season as a test, yo. I think this coaching staff might just be I think this coaching staff might have relented to the fact that this roster ain't where it need to be. We ain't gonna be super competitive. So let's just put people out there and see what they can do so we know if we want them to be here next year. So we can know what their value is. So we can know how we can use them. Entertainer talking drugs. Yo, that's one of my favorite usernames right there. I'm gonna put that on. Entertainer talking drugs. What you gotta do is you need to get a spliff hanging out of his mouth. Now you gotta get a spliff hanging out of his mouth.
Yo, replace the cap with a do-rag, bro.
Yeah, you gotta take the cap off. You gotta put a do-rag on Chris. and you got to have a blunt or a joint hanging out his mouth. That needs
Like
to be
you always see that picture of Braun with the do-rag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that needs to be the profile picture. You need to figure out who can do that. He needs to have a do-rag. You need to have a joint or a spliff hanging out of his mouth. You need to make his eyes way, way redder, and then it'll be the perfect thing for entertainment. I'm leaving that up for a little bit, yo. That's my no. Let's listen.
Yeah.
Just that comment. That's the comment of the night. That's right. This guy's famous.
Yeah, Gucci Moochie has a good point too. Have a little white powder on his nose.
Where's Chris? Where's
Bro,
Chris at?
yo,
Somebody
PTA.
go get Chris. Tell him to come look at the screen.
PTA, get a little white powder on his nose.
A little white powder with the spliff hanging out. Yeah. Maybe you can get him a neck tattoo too. Get him a neck tattoo.
Well, to what you were saying about your conspiracy theory, I don't think it's a conspiracy theory because I think that's what they're doing now. I don't know if they've been doing that from the beginning of the year, but I feel like at some point during the season, it probably shifted towards that if it is true.
I mean, listen, it just when I'm seeing some of the stuff that they're putting out there, when I'm seeing some of the packages, the player packages that they're putting out there, it's like, are y'all just trying to see what these guys can do for next year? That's almost what it feels like. And you know what? I'm going to be completely honest. It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all if Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman went into the front office, sat down with Mara, called Tish on the phone, because you know Tish ain't never there, and said, listen, guys, this is a lost year. This is a lost year. But, hey, they are playing Pert and Lemieux. They're just not playing them enough, Gucci Moochie. This is going to be a lost year off the jump, okay? We're just trying to figure out who needs to be here next year. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mara was like,
Here's the thing. If that's the case, because my next question was going to be then if they're doing that, they got mad confidence that ownership is going to take action. So if that's the case and they're working together, I would actually be a little bit more happy about that. And it means ownership is keeping an open mind and letting this coaching staff do its thing, which also means does Dave Gettleman potentially stay?
Well, if Dave Gettleman stays, if Dave Gettleman does not get fired, okay, which is the opposite of what my bet is, then that's probably why. Mm-hmm. That is probably why. Because they told them from the jump, we cannot be competitive this year. We don't have the squad yet. So we're going to suck. It's going to be bad. We're going to suck. But we're going to be all right. And listen, I said when we hired Joe Judge that, and I quote, this better fucking work. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Go back and look at the video. This better work. Whatever it is that they're doing, it better work, okay? It better work. Because if it doesn't work, whew, man, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, all right? Because I do not care about coming up on this channel and trashing the New York Giants. Y'all should know that by now. I have no qualms about coming up on this channel and trashing this team, trashing the coaching staff, trashing the general manager, trashing the owners, trashing the water board, trashing the computer folks, trashing the guy that takes out the trash. I will trash everyone because I don't care. I don't come over here as a fan or a homer.
Gucci Moochie has a great point that I've been bringing up for a couple weeks now. If ownership wants anything to change, they need to take Chris Mara out of VP of personnel or like player operations or something. I don't think it's a coincidence that Chris Mara has been in that position since 2011, and we've been struggling since 2011.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. That the Maras have got to stop Jerry Jones in this thing. Like, because at least Jerry Jones brings in quality talent. Like, let's not pretend that every year there's 3-4 Pro Bowlers on the Cowboys squad. Let's not pretend, okay?
Like the Cowboys struggles and the Giants struggles are complete opposites right now.
Two different struggles. Two totally different struggles. In fact, the Cowboys struggles are because they're missing their quarterback, right? And their defense coaching. And their defense doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And it's probably because the scheme is just some crazy nonsense that they're like, yo, what are we supposed to be doing here? I don't know. So the fact of the matter is that the Maras have got to get their hands out of this pot. Be the owner, right? Hire the people and get out of the way. Get your brother get your brother off of the staff. Your brother can come.
No, isn't it his son?
Or is it his son, or
I
is it
think
his
it's his
brother?
son. Yeah.
It's his son. Whoever the hell he is, get him off the staff. He can come in that building whenever he wants because he's family and he's got access. So he can be up in there walking around, shaking babies and kissing hands if he wants to. But get his ass off the staff.
You say shaking babies and
kissing hands? Yeah. Kissing hands and shaking babies. Yes, kissing hands and shaking babies. Don't shake babies, y'all. Don't shake babies. That's just that's just my one of my weird little phrases is reversing shaking hands and kissing babies. Kissing hands and shaking babies. So like, listen, yeah. I hope that they bring in somebody. Like if they do get rid of Dave Gettleman, I hope they bring someone in to just be a consultant for a little bit. Someone from the outside to come in, do some research design, some system design and analysis on the New York Football Giants as a corporation.
Here's the thing: I don't want no consultant. I just want a GM from the outside. They have to be from the outside. We need somebody that thinks different.
Well, so yeah, that's well and fine, but you need to bring a consultant in first to tell them, okay, look, this is the stuff that you're doing wrong. Like it's got to be an outside. It's got to be somebody from the outside to come in and go, you need to fix this and that and that and that and that and that, and you need to bring in a general manager that's not from up in here, and then we can move forward. Who that general manager is, I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Okay, I don't know. But somebody with some young and fresh ideas, man. Because what we've been doing, it don't work. It just don't. Hold on a second. Let's jump into these comments for a second. Let's see. So we started talking about the Maras. That was Gucci Moochie. Okay, cool. Here we are. Jaden Otis to go is downstairs probably getting yelled at by the Korean because he's been getting yelled at all evening.
Why can't y'all leave him alone, bro?
Listen, I wish we could, man. So Mara is the biggest problem with the team. The guy is clueless and it's unreal as he destroys his franchise. Mara comes from a good football pedigree too, so I just don't get. I don't get what his deal is, man.
Sometimes I think it's just him getting old, and it's just like old, just old people syndrome, bro. You just don't think like he used to.
He's stuck in the past. He's
definitely stuck in the past. I'll tell you that. Like we talked about the Cardinals last night. They rebuilt in a completely different way. The Giants have been rebuilding in a more traditional way, I guess you could say, and we've been doing it longer.
100%. It's 100%. This is a very good point, Jaden. This is a very good point. We cannot finish games.
And you know what? That's the difference between a good team and a bad team.
Yo, we start off hot every week, man, except for one. We start off hot either on the offensive side or the defensive side. Mostly it's the defensive side. We start off hot, and then by the end of the game, we've cooled off, and it's sad. It really is.
The team has never played 4 full quarters. Never.
No.
Not in any game have we ever played 4 full quarters. You look at the Steelers game, we played quarter 1 and quarter 4. You look at the Chicago, the last 2. You look at the 49ers, maybe 1 out of those 4. I honestly don't know. Rams, like the last 3 maybe. Cowboys, you know what? Maybe you could make the argument in the Cowboys game we played a full 4 because that honestly got taken away from us by the refs. So I'll probably give us Cowboys. We did play a full 4, and the refs screwed us at the end. And then Washington, we did not play a full 4 against Washington. That's what allowed Washington to almost come back in the fourth quarter. And, of course, against the Eagles, we definitely didn't play a full 4 because it's the same thing there. We allowed them to come back.
Nope. Gucci says, I'm not going to lie, after week 3, I can't believe he was staying competitive. The fact we didn't crumble at the Cowboys show who Joe Judge is. Listen, this is why I've been saying protect Joe Judge at all costs. I personally think that he's the man for the job. I hope that if there is a new general manager, that he comes in with a willingness to work.
Oh, shout out to OGR Sports, bro.
Hey, OGR, what's up with you, man? How you doing, man? Hey, OGR, what are you doing, man? What are you up to? How's things going with you, brother? It's good to see you, man. Appreciate you being in here. I hope that whoever comes in next, man, is willing to work with Joe Judge, because I think Joe Judge is one of those young minds that we're looking for, man. I really do. I think he has a really good approach to how he is coaching this team, how this coaching staff is coaching this team. I am overall happy with our coaching staff. Maybe I'm not so happy with Freddie Kitchens because he's not kicking Evan Ingram in his face every single day. Just kick him in the face every day. I feel like Jason Garrett has been spoon feeding us as a fan base in terms of his offense, and he's every week he puts a little more food on the spoon. It's not enough food though, Jason. It's not enough. All right. I see you doing some creative things. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and bash Jason Garrett because people just like to bash Jason Garrett.
Well,
there are some creative things. There are some creative things being done. Okay. It's not enough, like not nearly enough. But there are some things that I look at and I go, that was a well-designed play. I like that.
OGR says he's chilling right now, bro.
Okay. All right, OGR, man. Hey, man. Listen, if you guys have not gone to OGR's channel and subbed him up, I don't know what to tell you, man. Get your ass over there. Same thing with Nerd Now Sports. If you haven't gone and subbed up Nerd Now Sports, great channel, great guy. Go sub these people up, man. If you have not done so, go do it. Do it right now. Do it right now. Okay.
Good point here by Gucci Mucci. Is the difference he was talking about, not closing out games between an inexperienced team and an experienced team. It comes with our young roster. Something that people, including myself, forget every now and again is that the Giants have by far the youngest roster in the NFL. So it's not
roster super young.
So it's not exactly out of the realm of possibility that we weren't, going to do things this year.
Yeah. This team is super young, super inexperienced, learning on the fly, and hopefully we'll get it. Hopefully we will get it. Oh, Jay Berman with his old school mentality. Blocking and tackling win in the trenches. No matter how the NFL evolves, you win up front. Listen, Jay, I agree. You know I'm biased to the trenches. I'm always going to be biased to the trenches, okay? 100%. We do need to build through the trenches. And when we are able to hit that promised land of having good trenches on both sides of the ball, then we'll be a little bit better. But I don't quite know if this team is doing the best of jobs of filling in the holes that this team needs. And I understand that there are a lot of holes in this team. A lot.
Careful what you said there for a second.
A lot of holes. There's a lot of holes. Holes.
Mm-hmm.
God, holes. There's a lot of holes in this team. And I don't know if our scouting department, our general manager, I don't know if they're doing enough in regards to filling those holes. Like I don't know. And that's why I say we need some fresh new ideas. I'm not saying change the way you build a team, okay? The smart ones build a team from the inside out, okay? Like they do. The smart ones the smart ones find core players, foundational core players of your team and build around them. That's what the smart ones do. And I don't want us to get away from that, okay? I don't want us to go back to this guy is fast and athletic, so we're gonna draft him. I don't want us to do that. I want us to draft players who are solid, who are going to come in there and contribute at all times. All right. So I'm not trying to get away from like super old school mentality, but God, do we need someone new and fresh up in here? We 100% do.
Jay Berman also says something I agree with. Much like now, George Young had to turn over the roster. Very little to work with when he began, which is why I still like stand up for Gelman. I don't actively defend him anymore, but that's one of the reasons I still think he deserves another year because we've seen it happen before. He's been rebuilding for 2, and I brought this up yesterday as well. Pest did rebut it, as I'm sure he's going to do now, but he's only been rebuilding for 2 after having to overturn the roster in year 1 and try to win with that overturned roster in year 1.
What did I say last night? I said a lot of stuff last night.
I can't even remember. I just remember you rebutted it.
It was probably along the lines of he's had plenty of time.
2 years. I don't think 2 years is plenty of time. That's where I'll disagree with you.
He's had plenty of time. He's had plenty of time. I mean, he's been here for 3. Yes, the rebuild happened at 2. Oh, I remember I said that I would have made a whole lot of different moves than he made. And that's
how's that not hindsight 2020? Some of them are definitely when he made it, like everybody knew were terrible, right?
They're not hindsight 2020.
A good amount of them were hindsight.
They're not hindsight 2020 because I was calling for them when they happened. Quentin Nelson instead of Saquon Barkley, trade down one of those two options, not Saquon Barkley. I love Saquon Barkley. I loved Saquon Barkley as a prospect, but I was like, man, but are we ready to have a running back? Like, are we ready to have a running back as opposed to some of these other pieces that we really, really need?
Take me back to 2018, Pest. What were you going to do to fix our run game?
Fix our line?
Our run game.
Fix our line?
You would fix our line? And we would end the season with Rashad Jennings, our running back?
Fix our line? Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let's not. I mean, there were running back options.
That's what I'm saying. Now that's hindsight. Other than Saquon, every other running back option was a hit or miss.
Well, shit, Saquon's a hit or miss right now.
Now I'm talking about back then in 2018.
Hey, Kush, where's Saquon at?
Why are you changing the topic? I'm talking about 2018. Stop changing the timeline, Pest. I said take me back to 2018. All right? In 2018, he was the only sure thing, right? Every other prospect was a hit or miss. Ain't nobody. There was people that thought Sony Michel was better than Nick Chubb. You know, the two Georgia running backs coming out. Nobody knew he was going to be better.
I mean, I understand that, right? But when you got a good-ass old line, you can put anybody in there to be a running back. You can put anybody in there.
That's what I'm saying, though. So take me back to 2018. You're taking Quentin Nelson, right? Who in the world says that fixed our entire O-line? Because the Colts already had to put pieces there.
It doesn't. But I definitely trade out so I can get more draft capital. And because I keep forgetting who it was. Was it the Broncos? And the Broncos were 5.
The Broncos were 5th overall.
The Broncos were 5. They wanted to trade with us. We go from
Why
5.
would they want to trade up though? They still getting Bradley Chubb at 5.
They wanted they traded up. They wanted to trade up because they wanted one of the quarterbacks. I think they wanted Darnold. Either they wanted Darnold or they wanted Rosen. Because Baker Mayfield was selected. So Darnold, Rosen, and Josh Allen are all still sitting there. The Broncos wanted a quarterback, if I remember correctly, and they wanted to trade up to get the quarterback. So we would have traded down to 5. The Colts were 3. Right?
No, the Broncos didn't. They were still experimenting with Trevor Siemian in 2018. They still had confidence in Trevor Siemian in 2018.
Pretty sure I read a report that somebody wanted to trade up. I'm pretty sure it was the Broncos that wanted to trade up because they wanted to get a quarterback.
Who was around the Broncos? I don't think it was the Broncos. It was probably somebody after them, like maybe 6th, 7th, 8th.
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and find the report, but from what I read, because I don't know if this is true, and none of us knows if this is true, because none of us were there, none of us was in a war room, none of us was listening to a phone call. This is all hearsay and maybes, okay? And I've bashed plenty of people for hearsays and maybes you don't know, and I don't know. But if the option was there, I would have traded. If the option to trade was not there, I would have gotten Quentin Nelson, and then I would have tried to find. I would have gotten Quentin Nelson. I would have tried to find another line. I would have went line heavy that year. I'd have been like, "Listen, we getting the linemen. We getting linemen like a mug for the first couple of rounds, and then I'm going all defense." Okay, because at the time we had Odell.
Can you highlight OGR's comment?
Which one? See, you're blaming Gavin Pest for what ownership wanted. Ownership wanted to win. Trading back is not a winning move. You're coming in. Listen. I understand. Our O-line. Oh, that's Ligma. Wait a minute. There was something else. Was it something else? No, that was it. Okay. Listen, I understand. I understand. I don't blame Gettleman for doing what he was supposed to do and doing what his boss told him. Okay. Please don't sit here and think that I'm bashing Dave Gettleman. I will never bash Dave Gettleman. Okay.
I think what we're coming at you for is when you said he had more than enough time, but in reality, he had 2 years.
He had 2 years since the rebuild started. Yes. But then I look at his overall body of work, and I just don't know. I don't know if his overall body of work warrants him to have another year, especially when the owner just said, we need to see extreme changes. We need to see results.
So going back to the beginning of the stream, if the owner said that, does that knock your conspiracy theory of, the coach going to them and then the ownership would understand what's happening here now?
This is true. This is true because I threw that conspiracy theory out. I'm trying to look at this from all angles, Kush. I'm trying to look at this
Because I
from
want your
all
conspiracy theory to
angles.
be true. Because if your conspiracy theory is true, that means what they said is don't matter, and we're going into next year with the same same coaches. Gettleman's still there.
And listen, here's the deal. I'm not rooting for Gettleman to get fired, y'all. I'm not calling for Dave Gettleman to get fired. If Dave Gettleman doesn't get fired and he gets another year, my reaction is going to be, all right, you better figure this out because your time's getting short here, Mr. Gettleman. Your time's getting short. It better work because for me, I don't want Dave Gettleman to make a bunch of crazy moves that really hurt this team, and then he gets fired, and we're back at square one.
Yeah.
And we're back at square one. That's my only concern. Don't make moves that are going to be a detriment to this team and then not be here, and somebody else has to come and do the same thing you had to do when Jerry Reese was shown the door.
And you know what? Afghanistan has a pretty good point here. I feel like this is where I am. He says, I'm neither for or against getting rid of Gettleman. I stood up for the guy for a while, but honestly, I don't know what the right move is moving forward, especially if we finish with less than 5 Ws. I completely agree. I don't know what the right move is moving forward. I made a whole video saying, yo, I really don't know what to do. I got no answers. I don't think anybody has answers, no matter how much of an expert they claim to be. Ain't nobody know.
I have no answers how to fix this situation. I have no answers as to what to do with Dave Gettleman. And you guys are never going to hear me come out here and yell for somebody to get fired. That's just not the kind of guy I am. I can't do it. All right? I can't do it. Whether you're rich as hell or poor than a mug, I'm not going to say you need to be fired. Okay? Because at the end of the day, your overall performance determines whether you're fired or not. Okay? And I get it. Some people think that Dave Gettleman's performance is fireable offense. I don't know if it is or not. That's not my place. I just react to what this team does. And so, like, at the end of the day, right, when I look at where this team is right now, it's not good. Okay? It's just not good. And the things that were supposed to be fixed still have not been fixed. All right? Like, they still haven't been fixed. Dave Gettleman came in here with a commitment to fix the offensive line. What's the offensive line look like? Like, it looks like a travesty. It just does.
Right now, I agree with you. The offensive line, you could make the argument it's not any better than it was in 2018, but I do think it's set up better for the future. Because in 2018, it was a bunch of contracts.
Yes, I agree. It's set up better for the future.
If there's one thing Gettleman came in and did fix, it's the cap space. We were in cap hell when he came in. We're not anymore.
He fixed the cap space, and he definitely fixed the interior defensive line. I love our interior defensive line. I think he did a great job.
And he found the right, or actually, I don't know if you give this to Gettleman at all, but with the way the defense is performing this year, right defensive coach.
Yes, I like Patrick Graham. I like Patrick Graham. So OGR Sports says, even if we do get rid of Gettleman, I will say this cap-wise, we're in better shape than we were when. Yeah, and that's exactly what Kush just said. He came in here and he fixed our cap because we were in Philadelphia Eagles level trouble. Like, it was getting ready to be bad. He came in here, he made some tough moves, some tough trades, some cuts, and he fixed our cap. And now we're not going into the offseason saying, bro, we ain't got no money to sign nobody. How do we fix this team? So, like, there are a lot of things that Dave Gettleman has done that I like. There are a lot of things that Dave Gettleman has done that I'm confused about or I have questions about. And we need, if he stays here, he needs to do more of those better moves, okay? I love Dave Gettleman's drafts. I love them. I love his drafts. And I especially love his draft with this coaching staff in the way that they're working, because you can tell that the coaching staff played a big part in who we drafted. Like, you can just tell. Just look at the players, look at how they're being used. This coaching staff wanted those players. And so, like, I'm in a weird spot, man. I'm in a weird spot because I don't hate Dave Gettleman, but if he gets fired, I can't sit here and defend Dave Gettleman. I just can't. I'm at the point where I can't.
The thing that's most frustrating for me is I look at this team this year and I keep thinking to myself, damn, with the way this defense is performing week in, week out, even with more and more injuries every week, and the way that the team is like slowly opening up the offensive playbook, I can't imagine how much better we would be with a regular offseason, a full regular offseason, how much better this team would have been. Because not only does that actually give them, I know everybody says, oh, but we already have 4 games. We should have been prepared. I don't think people realize 4 games is different from having a whole offseason of football preparation. It's 2 different things. And I don't know what's so hard to understand about that, because you're talking about months and months of prep, months and months of slowly working your body back into it, which leads me to my next point. We would have had less injuries because their bodies would have been slowly worked back into the rigors. Yep. And also slowly incorporating everything. It's like cramming for a test beforehand. Even if you do the cramming 4 weeks in a row, it's not the same as having that off season of preparation for it. I don't think a lot of people grasp that. So my frustration is like, I know for a fact we would be way better if we had just a regular off season for this team to prepare, for 2020. Because looking at the way we are right now, I'm just like, I know we would have been better, man.
You bring up a very good point, because my frustration is looking back at these games and saying, damn, man, we could have been 6-1. We absolutely could have been 6-1. I'm looking at these games and I'm like, yo, if we'd have did this instead of that, we would have won that game.
Hey, yo, shout out to Bleed Big Blue.
Bleed Big Blue is up in here. What's going on, Bleed Big Blue? Man, how you doing tonight? Now, that's my dog right there. Bleed Big Blue is
Bleed Big Blue honestly needs more subs. He was one of the first, well, not he, it's like more than one guys.
Yeah,
they were one of the first Giants people I was ever subscribed to, like way back in 2016.
These right here are New York Giants OGs, man. If you guys are not subbed to Bleed Big Blue, okay, y'all need to go do that right now. Bleed Big Blue is such a great New York Giants content creating group of individuals. All right, and y'all need to go and show them all of the love. Okay, they stream. Are y'all streaming tonight? Bleed Big Blue. Are y'all jumping on tonight? Hey, let them know if y'all guys are going live tonight. They stream on multiple platforms every time they live stream. They're just amazing. Okay, they are an amazing group of individuals. They are streaming tonight. They stream on multiple platforms. You can catch them on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope. Like, they stream on every single platform they can. So it's very difficult for you to miss Bleed Big Blue.
That's what I'm talking about. Nerding out already just subbed them up.
Perfect. Yeah, it's very hard to miss Bleed Big Blue. I am humbled and honored, without giving anything away. I am humbled and honored to be able to work with Bleed Big Blue when I can work with Bleed Big Blue, and hopefully it's more to come in the future with PTA Sports and Bleed Big Blue. They are amazing guys. They do great work, and I missed you guys when y'all took your little hiatus in the off season. But I understand why you did, man, because you guys put out so much stuff that it was time for y'all to take a little break. I get it. So here's the deal. Because we're at 48 minutes. And I don't know if BBS has hit you up yet.
Let me check. I'll hit him back up. He usually doesn't. I usually gotta confirm. So I'll just text him and see what's up.
Because here's the plan. For those who are hanging out with us, we're gonna do this for a little bit, right? For a little bit longer. And then there's going to be a part 2 of this, because we're going to move this over to. Is it going to be on yours, or is it going to be on BBS?
It's on mine. Okay. Young Guns episode 23. We're
gonna do the Young Guns. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, perfect, Big Blue. Absolutely, man. Please do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue this conversation on the Young Guns podcast. I always seem to be a reoccurring special guest on the Young Guns podcast, and I love it, because Young Guns podcast is awesome too. Listen, y'all, we are building something here. I just want to let y'all know we are building something. I know. I started off with my disclaimer about my channel and how content and this and that and that and this. That does not change the fact that we are building something here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. we're building, and when
By the way, I just want to say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if OGR is available, I mean, hop in OGR.
Yeah, Listen, I don't know why OGR's not yelling at us to let him in here, but I know OGR's got his family things going on, so
that's why I'm like,
not,
if he's available, yeah.
So I never go pressure OGR. OGR already knows all he has to do is come to the house because the door's open. Don't come to my actual house, OGR, because the door's not open. But he can just come to the house of the channel because the door's always open.
Yo, you guys heard it here first, bro. Go down to wherever PTA lives. The door's open. Steal Otis the GOAT because they not taking care of him, right?
Whoa! How dare you say that on live YouTube television? We take great care of that.
When's the last time I see you hug Otis the GOAT, bro?
Before this stream, right? Otis the GOAT was in the room with me. He jumped up in my lap. I hugged up on him while I was talking to you. He was right here because this is where he normally jumps up on me, right here. He crawls under my desk and he legitimately pushes my chair back with his head so that I go about this far back, and he jumps up in my lap, and I'm always sitting here. I'm petting him, and he's either like licking on my arm, which is weird, or he's biting on my hands because he's still a pup and he likes to mouth. So I'm always hugging up on Otis the GOAT.
Nah, it's too late, bro. Watch out for a visit. He's coming down, bro. He said he got me. He'll take Otis.
Viz already knows not to come down here. Viz already knows. Otis the GOAT. Listen, Otis the GOAT is a maniac, y'all. If you guys could see this what this dog does sometimes, man. And he's young. He's getting ready to actually turn a year, and we're not even talking about the Giants now. Now it's transitioned to Otis the GOAT. But Otis the GOAT's birthday is in less than a month, and we apparently are doing a party, his 1 year birthday.
Y'all are those kind of owners, like you throw a party for the dog?
Yeah, we're throwing a party. We're throwing a party.
Does Otis have dog friends?
Otis has a couple of dog friends. Yes, Otis does have a couple of dog friends. I don't know if the dogs are going to be here. Hey, Ligma, you're going to need more than that. You come over here. I just want you to know. You're going to need way more than that. But yeah, Otis has dog friends. We're going to actually throw him a birthday party. Mr. Icy, I appreciate you, man. I really do. And I'm still going to make content. I'm still making content, Mr. Icy. It's just slowing down a bit because I got real life stuff that's going on. And it's in preparation for the future so that I can actually do this more. But yeah, we're throwing Otis to go to a little birthday party. He's gonna have a doggy cake. He's gonna have a little doggy cake, and I promise Otis to go that when he turns 3, he can have a doggy beer. But when he's 3, when Otis to go turns 3, he can have a doggy beer.
What is that even? By the way, we just got confirmation from Kid Blue. He gonna be in there whenever we start.
Yeah, so that's gonna be in like 8 minutes. So we're gonna go until legitimately until 9:30, and then I'm going to end this, and we're going to immediately go over to the hub stream. Immediately. So everybody that's sitting there, you need to immediately go to his stream. We'll do it like a raid. This guy really talk about dog parties. Listen, man. I got
what people demand.
I got a fur baby, and everybody loves Otis to go. Let me see if I can convince Otis to go to come in the room, because sometimes he be acting bougie. Hold on a second.
I'm done. He said Otis be acting bougie. Y'all peep this blatant disrespect of Otis. He said he be acting bougie.
Come here, Otis.
The blatant disrespect of Otis, man.
Listen, Otis bougie, man. Otis is bougie. When it rains. Otis be acting like he don't want to go in the grass because he don't want to get wet. I'm like, man, if you don't going out there, Otis, come here, Otis. The people want to see Otis go.
I just want to say that was a beautiful voice in the background.
Otis to go. Hey, he came in and he left. He was like, "Oh, you on cam? Nah, I'm not properly prepared to be on camera." That's what he said. Otis. Yeah, see, he bougie. He bougie. Otis bougie, man.
He needs to go get groomed.
He just got groomed.
That's what I'm saying. He thinks he needs to get groomed again.
Yeah, he just got groomed on Saturday, man. Got shampooed, conditioned, got a little trimmer on his face, got his nails clipped. Like Otis is bougie, man. He bougie as hell. He's a bougie ass dog. That's my buddy though.
How often do you guys take him to groomers? Oh, there he is. Oh, he popped back out again, bro.
Come here. Come here. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi to YouTube. Come on. Come say hi to YouTube.
Look at Pest forcing this dog on here.
Come here. Come say hi to YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. We're here chilling.
He's like, why are you doing? He's like, why are you? Why are you doing?
He's like, man, listen. I'm not even about to slap. I'm not even about to slap. Ain't that right, buddy? Ain't that right, buddy? That's my buddy. My buddy always go. And I was like, let me out.
He's immediately like, bro, I got things to do.
Like, I'm busy, man. I'm playing with my toys downstairs. I'm pissing off mama. But that's Otis the GOAT, man. That's my buddy. That's my buddy.
Nathan Bowen says each NFL teams need a pup on their staff. I know a lot of workplaces and offices, and now we're completely off topic, but why not? Not a lot of workplaces.
It's the end of the show, man. It's all good.
Like a lot of workplaces have office pets, whether it's a cat or a dog. Like it helps keep morale up and stress down.
Yeah. I listen. If you have the opportunity to be a pet owner, I
am a turtle owner.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're out there and you got the opportunity to be a pet owner, get a pet owner. Get a pet, man. Be a pet owner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, by the way, I have 2 StreamYards open, so I have KB in the other one right now. I know we're still live, but KB's already in the other one.
KB's already in the other one? Okay,
yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. Because we're gonna get ready to wrap this bad boy up. It's a little shorter than normal, but it's because it's a 2-parter. And we're gonna slide over to Cush's channel. We're gonna go to the hub. So everybody needs to go to the hub's channel right now. Okay. I don't care about the viewer count. I appreciate the 19 of y'all that's in here. Everybody go over to the hubs. Okay. We're gonna meet y'all over there. And we're gonna continue to talk about the Giants. The dog portion of the show is over, y'all.
I mean, you don't say no to that, but yeah. I'm gonna let you close it. I'm gonna let you close it out, PC. I'm gonna head into the other one and set things up. You already have the link on Twitter. Shout out to everybody that was in here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you pop over, and I'm out.
All right. So listen, guys. Just for those of y'all who did not hear the disclaimer, I'm going to end my stream with the disclaimer again. Okay, a shortened version of it. So I haven't been doing a whole lot of content. Y'all typically get 2 videos and a live stream at a minimum. I haven't been doing that. It's not because I'm burnt out or anything crazy like that. It's just mostly because I got a real life outside of this, okay? And this YouTube thing is not the priority, okay? Because I've got a life altering event that's going to happen in about 14 months, okay? And I got to prepare for that. And so I got a full-time job, right? I'm a full-time college student. I got a wife and a dog that I got to take care of, okay? I jump up on Twitch because I'm actually monetized on Twitch, but none of the money on Twitch is I'm not making money on Twitch, okay? Because none of that money it doesn't mean the whole speech. None of that money goes into my pocket. All that money goes back into PTA Sports, okay? So listen, bear with me, y'all. Okay, you're not always going to get 3 videos a week for a little bit, man. Especially with my schedule as a college student. I got a full workload that I got to do on top of having my full-time job. But I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna continue to do content. I'm gonna continue to be live on Wednesday. Okay, I will always be here live on Wednesday, unless I'm doing some kind of other thing and I'm going to be on another channel. In which case, I'll let you guys know that. But y'all bear with me, okay? Don't dip. The channel's not dying. Ain't nothing crazy like that going on. I'm going to still be here giving you guys content. It's just not always going to be 3 videos a day or 2 videos a day in the live stream. I'm going to just give you guys what I can for a little bit because I got a lot of moving parts going on for this next chapter of my life, y'all. So listen, we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this. Everyone, again, go over to the Hub's channel, okay? The link to his channel is in the description. Make sure on your way out you hit that thumbs up, okay? Make sure you guys hit that Twitch description, okay? Because Twitch is where I make money, and again, all that money goes to this channel, okay? So go hit that Twitch link. Make sure that you are following me on Twitch. You don't have to subscribe, but if you do, I appreciate that, okay? But it really helps for y'all to come over to my Twitch channel and just, follow it. And then when I'm live, come hang out. Come hang out, watch me play Madden. I'm using the Giants. I'm building the team up, and we can hang out and we can do our thing, yo. So listen, man, for all of y'all that came and hung out with me, man, I greatly appreciate y'all. I'm going to go head over to the Hubs channel. You guys go overhead to the Hubs channel for the Young Guns podcast, and I see you guys in a couple seconds. For those of y'all who are watching this on demand, I appreciate y'all for coming in. Hit the thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Hit the links in the description. Go follow me on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitch, and we're going to keep this thing rocking, y'all. Appreciate y'all, and I'll get up with you guys later. Deuces.